Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to again grade 11 students. Today start physical education class. So dear students, last day we discussed is the especially meaning and importance of physical fitness, wellness and lifestyle. So today our topic is components of physical fitness and wellness. And firstly we will discuss is the components of physical fitness. So components of physical fitness is the firstly we will discuss is the components of physical fitness. So physical fitness has five components which are essential in the field of physical education. So physical fitness of a person depends on the five components, and these components are speed, strength, flexibility, endurance and agility. Okay, so these components are developed by various sports activities. The sports performance largely depends upon physical fitness components. The various components of physical fitness and described as ahead. So main is the components of physical fitness. So firstly we will discuss is the strength related. Okay, strength, speed, endurance. Very good, Devinder Singh. Strength, speed, endurance, flexibility, and coordinative ability. This is the physical components of physical fitness and wellness. Okay, dear. So I explained again, dear. Strength and short answer type also. This person is the writing question papers in what is the strength, what is speed, what is endurance, what is flexibility, and what is coordinative ability. This is the very short answer type question. And short answer type question is the explain strength. Okay, so explain strength is the strength is a major component of physical fitness. The strength is defined as the greatest amount of force that a muscle or a group of muscles produced in single maximum efforts. So strength can be divided into two parts. Okay, so strength two parts. First is the static strength and second is the dynamic strength. Okay, so static strength is also known is isometric strength. So in this, strength does not involve muscular movements. The quantity and intensity of static strength can be measured by dynamometers. This type of strength is not seen directly. So example of static strength can be seen in wrestling, judo, weightlifting, etc. In these games, it is applied in basis a weight lifter hold his body is static position. So after completing of the lift, this is the static strength. Okay, next is the dynamic. So dynamic strength is also known as isotonic strength. So dynamic means movement, therefore dynamic strength is related with movements. In this type of strength, contraction and expansion of muscles are important. So muscular movements are clearly visible when someone used dynamic strength. So So for example, dynamic strength also is the three types: maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. So for example, pull-ups, push-ups is applied in a dynamic strength. So it can be further divided into three parts. First is the maximum strength, second is explosive strength, and third is strength endurance. This is the dynamic strength. Okay, dear. So I will explain in the strength related. So dear, very short answer type question is the explain maximum strength. Yeah, explain explosive strength. Yeah, explain strength endurance. Okay, this is the very short answer type question. Okay, so you explain in dynamic strength is the three types maximum strength. So first is the ability of the muscles of overcome against maximum resistance. In other words, so we can say that it is the ability of muscles or group of muscles applies maximum force against resistance in single efforts. So it is important in sport in which very heavy resistance has to tackle like weightlifter, snatch, clean and jerk, powerlifting, squat, bench press, deadlift, and throws extra. This is the maximum strength events. Okay. Next is the explosive strength. So explosive strength related. Explosive strength is a combination of strength and speed abilities. In other words, it can be defined as the ability of the muscles to overcome resistance with high speed. Explosive strength is generally required in games and sports where very fast and powerful responses are required, like taking sprint start, smashing, volleyball, takeoff, in long jump, high jump, and triple jump. This is the explosive strength. Okay. Last point is the uh, strength endurance. So strength endurance related. Strength endurance is also a combination of two components. For example, strength and endurance. So it is the ability of the muscles of to overcome resistance for a long time without getting tired or fatigued. So it is commonly used in long distance races, swimming, road cycling, and extra. This is the strength endurance. So, dear students, I hope you are understand is the components of physical fitness. First topic, strength. Okay. So, main strength related is the strength is the two types: static and dynamic. So dynamic is the also is the three types: maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. Clear? Next is the next here, speed. Next topic is speed. So speed related first topic is the speed related maximum distance cover in minimum time, that is speed. So speed basically depends on heredity, but it can be little improved through proper training. It depends on the types of muscles, fibers, so which are of two types. So main is the two types: white muscle fibers and red muscle fibers. It means fast twist and slow twist. Fast twist is the white muscles fibers, and slow twist is the red muscles fibers. So this is the speed related. Okay. So speed is product of genetic and environmental factor. So regarding the genetic factor, nothing can be changed. What speed can be enhanced by training. Acceleration run, development of movement, speed, reaction time, pace, run method, polymetric exercises are method of speed development. This is the speed development related. Okay, fast twist and slow twist. Next, third components of physical fitness related third point is the endurance. First is the strength, second is speed, and third is endurance. Okay, so endurance related endurance is also one of the important components of physical fitness. So it is ability of the body to work for a long time without getting fatigue. It means endurance is the most important in every type of sports activities. So endurance is basically divided into two parts. First is the short-term endurance or aerobic endurance, and second is the long-term endurance or aerobic endurance. First is anaerobic, second is aerobic. Okay, so mainly endurance related main meaning is the without fatigue, continue you play, yeah, continue you walk. It means long hours, long times. Okay, this is the without fatigue. Okay, this is the endurance. Okay, it means for example, you are played, you are basketball player, you are football player, you are badminton player, anyone. Aerobic and aerobic. And you go to Devinder Singh. And Devinder Singh, beta, any doubts? So please tell me. Okay. So main short term endurance is the anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic endurance means it is required in those sports activities where movements is only for short duration and the intensity is very fast. Okay, so good examples for anaerobic endurance are, for example, 100-meter race. This is a very short, but this is the main short distance, and the intensity is very fast. Okay, 100-meter, 200-meter, and changing in kho. It means changing in kho when start kho in changing time. Okay, so fielding in cricket, immediately action fastly. Okay, catch time, yeah, fielding time. This is the main fielding in cricket. So it is also known as muscular endurance. This is the short term endurance or anaerobic endurance. Okay, clear. Next point is the endurance related long term endurance or aerobic endurance. So it is required in those sports activity. So where the movements is for a long duration and the intensity is slow. So it is also known as cardiovascular endurance. Cardiovascular endurance, for example, good example of aerobic endurance are long distance races. Okay, road cycling and swimming, and one more is the you are dancing in the any DJ party, any relatives functions in the long horse dancing. Okay, this is also is the cardiovascular endurance. Okay, it is aerobic endurance. Clear? So I hope you are understand is the endurance also. Okay, so endurance is the two types: short-term endurance or aerobic endurance, and long-term endurance or aerobic endurance. It means short-term endurance is the anaerobic and long-term is the aerobic endurance. Okay, marathon race also is the long-term endurance. It means marathon is also is the 42 kilometers. This is also is the aerobic endurance activity. Okay, next point is the physical components of fitness related. Fourth point is the flexibility. Again, repeating. First is the strength, second is the speed, third is endurance, and fourth is the flexibility. Okay, so flexibility, it is the ability of joints to move in maximum range. So in other words, maximum range of movements at a joint. Okay, the flexibility of the body largely depends upon the strength of joints and ligaments, and flexibility is required in all games and sports. Okay, so every games is flexibility is the more required, and games also in other activities also. Okay, so its important is more in the event like sprints, gymnastics, hurdling, extra. So flexibility can be divided into two parts. Flexibility is the passive flexibility and active flexibility. So active flexibility also is the two types: static flexibility and dynamic flexibility. Clear? Active and passive flexibility. Good, beta. First, we will discuss here is the passive flexibility. So, passive flexibility is the main. Passive flexibility is the single, and active flexibility is the two types. So, passive flexibility is the ability of joint to move maximum range with external help. Okay, for example, stretching of muscles with partner. This is the passive flexibility. Partner means, like for example, you played any one game. So when warm up time, you are stretching in with partner. It means स्पेशली पार्टनर आपको प्रेस कर रहा है, बैक प्रेस कर रहा है, नी टू नोज टच करने के लिए या अदर अदर के, दिस इज द स्पेशली पैसिव फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. आप स्पेशली किसी पार्टनर की हेल्प ले लो. ओके, दिस इज द पैसिव फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. नेक्स्ट इज द active flexibility. So active flexibility is the ability of joint to move the maximum range without external help. Active flexibility depends largely on the passive flexibility. So it can be further divided into two parts. Okay, first is the static flexibility, second is the dynamic flexibility. So active flexibility is the two types. So it is static flexibility we explained. It is active flexibility when the muscles are involved in exercise but movement is not seen. That is static flexibility. Okay, for example, halasana, toe touching. Okay, again we will explain is static flexibility. It is the active flexibility when the muscles are involved in exercise but movement is not seen. That is static flexibility. For example, halasana, slowly, toe touching. Okay, faster activity. Okay, next is the dynamic flexibility. So dynamic flexibility, it is active flexibility when the muscles involved are in motion. For example, performing gymnastic events. Okay, this is the dynamic flexibility. Okay, so next point is the components of physical fitness related coordinative ability. Fifth point. First is the strength, second is speed, third is the endurance, fourth is the flexibility, and fifth is the coordinative ability. So coordinative ability is the fifth point for physical fitness of components of physical fitness. So it is the ability of the body to move two or more body parts under control and perform movements with perfection and efficiency. So it is in fact the proper combination of strength, so speed, endurance, and flexibility during movements, our accuracy of actions, rhythmic changes of movements, balance extra. This is coordinative ability. So all depend upon this coordinative ability. So it is almost required for athlete. Speed, strength, flexibility, general strength, and agility changes into coordinative ability. The term agility was discarded because it was not clearly defined. So now it is coordinative ability depends on the central nervous system. The coordinative ability are those ability of an individual which enable the individual to do various games related movements efficiently. Okay, the beautiful and graceful movements of our body are directly related to our coordinative ability. So we should avoid incorrect movement while playing and game or sports. This is the coordinative ability. Dear students, I hope you are understand this topic, especially components of physical fitness is the speed, strength, endurance, flexibility, and coordinative ability. So any student doubt for later this topic, please send message me. This is the third time revision. Okay. So I am only explained. This is the third is the read specially uh, what is aerobic endurance, what is anaerobic endurance. Okay, so explain is the very short answer type. What is aerobic, what is anaerobic? Okay, next is the what is speed, what is strength, what is endurance, what is flexibility. Explain flexibilities. Okay, explain flexibility. So flexibility, static and dynamic. Okay, and very short answer type question is the explain flexibility. Okay, yeah, dynamic flexibility. This is a 2 marks question. So, especially beta, this year question is the your question paper 1 marks MCQs, 2 marks is the change. 2 marks is the new implementing your question papers. 2 marks question is the very short answer type question. So, especially reading very short answer type questions. What is the, for example, what is the static flexibility? What is the indoor strength? This is a very short answer type questions. Okay. So any other student, any doubt? So please send message me dear. So tomorrow again we will discuss is the next topic components of wellness and components of health related fitness. Okay. So tomorrow we will explain these topics. So anyone doubt related this topic, please send message me. So thank you and have a nice day. Tomorrow again we will discuss the next topic and your doubt. Clear? Anyone student doubt for last day topic and today topic? No one dear. So thank you and have a nice day. Tomorrow again meet you. Thank you.